we're dancing with the lady in black. The Truck Series starts now on FS1.
You know, as if racing at the track Too Tough to Tame isn't enough, it's throwback night. We're throwing it back to the beginning of NASCAR in the 1940s, and we're glad you're with us. I'm Jamie Little, he's Phil Parsons, and Michael Waltrip. I don't know about you guys, but I think...
Hello, everyone. I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Buckle Up South Carolina 200, Race 9 of 23 in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. It's the first race of Throwback Week at the track Too Tough to Tame. We've got plenty of them within the field. I'll try to remember as many as I can as I go through the starting lineup. 37 trucks tried to qualify. The only one that failed to make it was the 33 of Josh Rium, who was running the Ken Block Throwback. Thankfully, another one made the Darlington the Xfinity race. So Ken Block will get some representation. Rest in peace. Good man. Rest in peace. Just hope we have a good time. All right. Let's see. Bobby Hamilton, Ted Musgrave, Hasty Kane, Todd Bodine, Ben Rhodes, Sheldon Creed, John Hunter Nemechek. The last 7 winners who have won the last several Darlington races. Only one of them is in the field, Ben Rhodes. What the fuck are these reporters wearing?
Good evening, Josh.
Well, hey, Jamie, and you know, I talked to Corey Heim after practice.
Corey Heim, and the 11 is on pole. He's running the throwback to Timothy Peters for Red Horse Racing.
You can feel one way in turns 1 and 2.
All of Tricon is running Red Horse throwbacks. Though the 5 looks a little, number 5 looks a little weird.
Now he has the track position, so the biggest thing, keeping that thing out of wrecks and off the wall. He's finished first and second in his last 2 races, and he's looking to keep that trend going, Amanda.
Josh, starting right next to Corey Heim tonight is Grant Inkfinger, and he said coming off of that win in Kansas,
what the heck is Amanda Busick wearing?
And his team needed for a confidence boost. You'll remember they've had a few early season miscues, but he said he didn't have much time to celebrate with these back-to-back races, but did enjoy a nice long call with his buddy Ken Schrader. Now, when he says about racing tonight, that everyone's going to tell you to race the track, but we are racing each other. And
you don't want to race the track if you're host bar. You want to race the truck. He's throwing back to Dale Jarrett.
He ends up in victory lane. See it here.
What a great 3-wide pass. He kind of snuck up on us. He really started dominating once he took that lead with just a little over 30 laps to go and went on to victory. Great win for GMS.
I talked to Grant after the race. He said, me and Wilbur needed that win. Wilbur's his pet pig, and it's been a while. And I guess, you know, you start to doubt yourself about what you can get done behind the wheel. That was an awesome 3-wide pass to get the lead, and then he held everyone off. Great run and I think it's a great sign for GMS. That means that team is heading in a great direction.
I mean, who can't root for a guy that has a pet pig named Wilbur? You got to root for that guy, the 23. Oh, yeah, and by the way, he's pretty good here. Who else, Phil? Who else are you watching?
You know, I like the Cup guys. We talked about that during the race.
Got Bubba, Chastain, and Byron in the field.
Bubba Wallace is a 6-time winner here in the Truck Series.
2-time Bubba was in the number 1 for Tricon. That was a number that Red Horse actually ran, but for whatever reason they didn't throw back to it. You got Chastain in the 41, running back to the...
Nick Sanchez led nearly every lap we raced on the mile and a half down at Texas. He's had a great season. He's a win waiting to happen.
Lee Petty, maybe?
And you know, Grant was talking about how people say race the racetrack. Well, this racetrack.
And then you got Byron not running a throwback at all.
But this thing will reach out and bite you for sure.
Well, and you mentioned Nick Sanchez. He got into the wall. You see it right there. Perfect timing, the right front. So I'm sure we will see a lot of that tonight. Let's go trackside now for the command to fire engines.
All righty.
And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome the Director of the South Carolina Department of Public Safety, Robert G. Woods IV.
Drivers, start your engines.
And with that, we got 36 trucks ready to roll off the grid. Let me just pull up the starting lineup.
36
I mentioned we had one DNQ, Josh Rium, in the number 33 Rium Brothers Racing, I think Ford or Toyota for, with the Ken Block throwback. Race 9. Here we go. Starting 36th, driving the number 9, Grant County Mulch Chevrolet for CR7 Motorsports, Colby Howard. Starting 35th, driving the number 02, WrightCars.com Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports, and throwing back to Juan Pablo Montoya, Chris Wright. Starting 34th, driving the number 32, Brett Holmes Racing Chevrolet for Brett Holmes Racing, Brett Holmes. Starting 33rd, driving the number 12, Sad Daddy Hunting Blind Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports, Spencer Boyd. Starting 32nd, driving the number 30, KSDT CPA Toyota for On Point Motorsports, and throwing back to Sean Woodside, who I believe is the 1999 Winston West Series champion. Sean Woods, Ryan Vargas. Almost forgot to say which driver was actually racing. Starting 31st, driving the number 47, Glory to God Racing Toyota for Glory to God Racing, Dawson Cram. Starting 30th, driving the number 45, Auto Park at Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports, and throwing back to Adam Petty's car from 1999, Lawless Allen. Starting 29th, driving the number 7, Schluter Systems Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports, Corey LaJoy. Forgot he's doing double duty. Starting 28th, driving the number 46, Glory to God Racing Toyota for Glory to God Racing, Brendan Poole. Starting 27th, driving the number 04, CarQuest Roper Racing Ford for Roper Racing, and throwing back to the incredible Holt scheme for Jason Leffler's number 2 Ultra Motorsports Dodge, Johnny Sauter. Starting 26th, driving the number 13, Ford Performance Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Haley Deegan. Starting 25th, driving the number 5, Thompson Pipe Group Toyota for Tricon Garage, and throwing back to 2013's Herman Quiroga, Red Horse Racing's Herman Quiroga truck from 2013. It's Dean Thompson. Starting 24th, driving the number 20 Chevrolet for Young's Motorsports, Caden Honeycutt. Starting 23rd, driving the number 56, Unit Storage Toyota for Hill Motorsports, and throwing back to Ted Musgrave's Ultra Motorsports truck from 2003 to 2005. I gotta make sure it was 2003 to 2005. Timmy Hill. I want to make sure I get that year right. Starting 22nd, driving the number 38, RTA Art8Title.com Ford. I can't read it. For Front Row Motorsports, Zane Smith. What is this? RTA-RTA-Tel.com Ford. Anyway, starting 21st, driving the number 75, Haagen-Dazs Chevrolet for Henderson Motorsports, Parker Kligerman. Starting 20th, driving the number 43, Race to Stop Suicide Chevrolet for GMS Racing, and throwing back to Richard Petty's 80s car, Daniel Dye. Starting 19th, driving the number 88, Menard's Ideal Door Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Matt Crafton. Starting 18th, driving the number 42, Worldwide Express Chevrolet, and throwing back to Dale Jarrett's 2001 Kansas car, one of the most butt-ugly things I've ever seen in my life, Carson Hocevar. Starting 17th, driving the number 16, Lunai Toyota, or Labor International Union of... I can't even remember what the... Okay, I promise, I never know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, so I'm going to look up the full thing. Labor International Union. Fuck. I know those are the first. Okay. The Labor's International Union of North America, Toyota for Chevrolet. I can't even remember Toyota for Toy Racing Enterprises. Tyler Ankrum. I can't even keep track of what fucking manufacturer, what team and manufacturer. Starting 16th, driving the number 41, Worldwide Express Chevrolet, and throwing back to Lee Petty, Ross Chastain. Starting 15th, driving the number 1, Annie Bosco Toyota for Tricon Garage, not doing a throwback, but in the style of Red Horse Racing, Bubba Wallace. Starting 14th, driving the number 99 Farm Paint Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Ben Rhodes. Starting 13th, driving the number 24 Wendell Scott Foundation Chevrolet for GMS Racing, Raja Karuth. And also, you throw him out to Wendell Scott. Starting 12th, driving the number 17 Dead on Tools Toyota for Tricon Garage, and throwing back to Todd Bodine when he raced for them in 2012. Raced for Red Horse Racing in 2012. It's Taylor Gray. Starting 11th, driving the number 15 Black's Tire Toyota for Tricon Garage, also doing a faux back to Red Horse Racing, Tanner Gray. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 4 Bomba Buggy Chevrolet for Kyle Busch Motorsports, Chase Purdy. Starting 9th, driving the number 98 Tenda Curb Records Ford for Thor Sport Racing, Ty Majeski. Starting 8th, driving the number 51 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Kyle Busch Motorsports, William Byron. Starting 7th, driving the number 25 Rackley Roofing Chevrolet for Rackley War, Matt DiBenedetto. Starting 6th, driving the number 52 Hallmark International Toyota for Hallmark Friesen Racing. I know he's doing a throwback. I just forget what it is. I'm going to look it up. Stuart Friesen throwback. 2023. Which website is not loading? Oh, come on! It will not let me look it up. God damn it. Oh, come on! I almost had it, and I'm like, let me look this up, god damn it. Okay, he's throwing back to Ivan Little, a modified driver from the 60s and 70s. Okay, anyway, starting 5th, driving the number 35, Crown Fiber Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgerman Racing, and throwing back to Buckshot Jones from 1999 when he had a Cup team, when drove in Cup, Jake Garcia. Starting 4th, driving the number 19, Gates Hydraulic Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgerman Racing, and throwing back to, oh shit, it was from 1950. Herb Thomas, I think? I can't remember. That's the problem. Anyway, he's throwing back to a 50s driver for, it's Christian Eckes. Starting 3rd, driving the number 2, Gamebridge Chevrolet for GMS, for Rev Racing, Nick Sanchez. And he's throwing back to Mario Andretti's winning car from the 1967 Daytona 500. Starting 2nd, driving the number 23, Champion Power Equipment Chevrolet for GMS Racing, Grant Enfinger. And on pole, driving the number 11, Safe Flight Toyota as a throwback to Red Horse Racing, and Timothy Peters, with a time of 29.263 seconds and a speed of 168.048 seconds. Wait, no. 29.263 seconds and 168.048 miles per hour, Corey Heim. Let me see if I can find what exactly... I forget who Eckes is throwing back to. Anyway, we're about to start, so.
Any better here than David Pearson, and that's how I learned how to drive this race.
Well, he gave you a blueprint.
Totally.
If I had that, I'd been better than 36. I think I was.
Bear Grease. What year was that, Phil?
That would have been 1981.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, Herschel McGriff. Okay.
It would look all shiny.
We're good now. Anyway, lights are off the pace car, so once I cross the line, we'll be ready to go green.
Switcheroo there.
And I can stop embarrassing myself if we're not knowing the throwbacks.
I think on the restarts, you want to be out there. Wonder what.
Hi, Joshua Dodgens, and hi, Dom. You're at Darlington, and the number 43 won the Pin Team Award. It's a pretty good scheme. Anything that's petty blue and red is awesome.
A little bit of a pep talk there for the young man. There's the man.
Mario.
No pressure at all, Nick. None at all.
Mario's here. He's going to go up in the booth and talk about you.
One of the greatest drivers in history of
I believe Andretti is the greatest driver of all time. Successful in multiple disciplines: NASCAR, Formula One, IndyCar.
Won the Daytona 500 in 1967.
Won
2 years
Indy
later,
500. I think he won. I think he won Monaco. Maybe he won Monaco.
Formula One world champion. I can't wait to talk to him about
1978 world champion with Lotus.
The perfect place.
1984 IndyCar champion with Newman Haas, and 3 more with the SCP team. I forgot the name of his team owner though.
Sun getting ready to set.
Granatelli.
Track is warm today.
That was like the surname. Anyway, here we go. Pace truck has rolled off the grid. We are ready to go green for 100 something laps, 147 laps at Darlington. Let's go.
Corey Heim with a great start going into turn 1.
He assumes the lead, yes.
Christian
on the outside.
Outside of Infinger, he's going to grab that second spot.
I can't even see that truck is. I can barely see the number on it.
Off that big bump off of turn 2.
Eck is the second, Enfinger the third. 4th place is that.
It's been a hot minute since we've heard anything out of Eckes. It's nice to see the speed that 19 truck has. He's going to push up off 4, excuse me. Give Grant an opening. Grant stays in line.
Beautiful throwback scheme on the 19.
I can't tell what that red and black car is.
He's ready to turn
in 4th.
Around.
But William Byron is trying to make that pass on that car. Oh, it's Stuart Friesen's car. Truck.
Christian Eck is now going to try to change that.
You have some options down in turns 3 and 4. You can run the bottom, run the middle, run the top. Pretty much turn 1 and 2, everyone's going to be right up next to the outside wall.
Look how deep Grant
drives. Enfinger sends it deep to try and get second spot as it comes off 4. Can he slide up? No.
He's not going to be able to clear him, but that was a bold move. I didn't know he could go that much deeper than the other trucks, but he did it.
Remember, the tires are good now. All they had on the tires prior to the race time was that 1 lap of qualifying.
Look at Willie B. We talked about him starting in the 8th position, already cracked the top 5 in that 51HendrickCars.com truck.
Stuart Friesen, good start for him. Started 6th. Trying to hold off Willie B., who's hunting up top.
Yes,
my pick is Willie B. I got to pick him. He's one of my favorite drivers.
Yeah. Another crew chief change for this team too, and you know, just when you start to wonder where's the performance.
Willie B's got to look for the move. He ducks a little downward compared to where Friesen was. Doesn't try to make the pass. Maybe he'll try to get a set up or run down the back straightaway.
Diversified with how you attack each corner and the line that you take, and Stewart knows exactly what that's all about.
Corey Heim continues to lead him. Told me earlier today they brought another brand new race.
None of the trucks are able to really get away from each other super well.
They're just pumping him out over there at Tricon Garage and doing great things. He's finished 1st and 2nd the last 2 races, and here he is leading the race here at Darlington.
Yeah, so valuable to have somebody like Scott Zibadelli on top of the box calling the shots for Corey Heim. A lot of success here in the series and doing a great job with Corey this year.
Looking at Majeski and 98.
An update on Ty Majeski.
He's lost 16 spots.
Relate to his team. I just lost power steering.
Oh shit!
The team told him, hey,
98 truck lost power steering.
Before we can evaluate this, but when you think of how difficult that must be, at especially a track like that, what is Ty Majeski experiencing right now?
Well, he's experienced a loss of 16 spots, if that tells you how important the power steering is, and you can handle it for a bit. I mean, he might be able to run 10, 15, 25 laps at pace, but it doesn't matter how big your arms are, you're eventually going to give out.
And depending on what caused that, it may be...
Yeah, if you don't have power steering, you're screwed, because it's so hard to muscle those trucks around.
They can figure it out.
Ty Majeski started 9th, and he continues to go backwards, hoping for a caution. This first stage is 45 laps. Those tires are at a premium. We're going to be talking a lot about those, Phil and Michael. Only 4 sets sitting in the pits for tonight. Use them wisely, right?
Well, we've run 5 laps, and we've lost a half a second already, Michael.
Yeah, and that'll double by the 10th lap. And we saw some of these teams run up to 20 laps.
I guess continuing to try and look down to see if you can find that opening to make the lead pass.
With the Xfinity practice and qualifying, we're putting rubber down now, and the sun's going down. How do you factor for all that, Phil? That's going to make a crew chief really nervous.
Just have to listen to that driver and say, what are you feeling right now? What do you need? I need more grip. Evan Wyndham's going to say that.
Look at William. He's got to the back of Stuart Friesen.
This has happened multiple times. It's not a big story.
I think just to see how his experience and his successes here in the past.
Oh, there he goes. He's trying to make a move.
Looking to the bottom.
Don't think he's going to cruise it.
4.
And he cleared. He's in fourth. Takes the spot.
Even on the throttle, and he
But Stuart Friesen is trying to come back on the outside. They're going to be side by side through 1 and 2. See if the less distance on the bottom, it will. The 51 makes it past the fourth and is clear.
Gets it done, takes over that fourth spot. It's kind of fun looking at William Byron in the 51. He's going to run just a few races this year. He'll run next week at North Wilkesboro. But that's the team that he had the success with, that we first heard about Willie B, driving for Kyle Busch Motorsports, won 7 times with the team. So
and as a rookie, which is unbelievable
for the organization.
Yeah, 2016 he came into the series by storm, won the 3rd or 4th race of the year, and won the first of 7 that year.
It was unfortunate. So many.
He won 3 of the first 8 races
that year, but an issue in Phoenix held him off. Green flag. 10 laps in.
Yeah, he was leading the race in he was set to make it into the final race in the championship 4, and his engine blows within 10 laps of the finish while he's leading the race. He ended up getting pointed. He didn't have enough points to make it through because they didn't carry over playoff points, which is stupid. And then they add insult to injury. He won the final race, meaning he would have been the champion. That engine blowing cost him. I mean, even in a non-playoffs rate, that blown engine cost him. He would have. Johnny Sauter got 3 more points than he did. We gonna think wearing this shirt was a mistake, considering she's in 31st place. I don't know how you run that badly in this type of truck, considering even Ty Majeski, at least he's running without power steering, and he's like stopped moving backwards. And now we wait. No one's crashed yet. Fastest truck on track appears to be Grant Enfinger as of now.
By Goodyear, powering the race from green flag to the checkered flag and every mile in between. Goodyear, more driven. And Goodyear, they have been a staple, a mainstay in NASCAR, the longest continuous sponsor in NASCAR.
Yes, and they do a wonderful job of giving these competitors what they need to go out and put on a show with and be safe as well.
Good battle for third right now, Enfinger and Byron.
Falling off 2 seconds. That's not an indictment of Goodyear. It's this race surface here. The fact that they can build a tire that can go fast and hang in there is amazing.
While we were away, watch this move by William Byron in the 51 trying to get around Grant Enfinger.
He got down on the inside of him off of turn 4 and was able to run side by side through 1 and 2, but then off 2, he lost his grip.
You missed the pass, Fox!
now.
Well, they missed the pass on Byron. Byron made for third.
Michael, we're about a second and a half off the pass laps.
And growing.
Oh, Kligerman with a problem.
Looked like he had an issue, falling off the pace here.
Seemed like I saw a little bit of smoke coming out.
Oh, yeah, me too. Oh, is he blowing up?
Looks like oil smoke, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't see where the rear has moved over any. He was running in the 18th spot.
They'd like to see a caution here.
Up underneath the center of the truck.
Yeah, I mean,
rear end gear maybe?
Before I see it there.
I mean, he's clearly dropping fluid behind him.
Yeah, he'll be able to tell whether it's a transmission or a gear. It'll have the same fluid in it. If it's maybe a rear seal of the engine or something like that, it'll be a different smell.
You saw Parker Kligerman was right behind Zane Smith. Very un-Zane Smith-like today in practice and qualifying, just a little bit off.
I was talking to his crew chief, Chris Larson, said they didn't think they were very good here last year, finished 8th. Felt like they would be a lot better here, but it's been a struggle thus far today for Zane.
Yeah, he couldn't qualify well.
The smoke's still coming out.
That truck, he's complaining right now because that'll get on your windshield in a hurry. That sun's setting in the west.
Yeah. And NASCAR will monitor his radio to make sure that that's not happening.
Phil, let's just run through 1 and 2 here and off 2 with the eyeball cam.
Love it.
Listen to him work that throttle.
Watch him. You see him moving that steering wheel, but he's also steering with that throttle like we were talking about.
And then he hits that jump off turn 2. You can see a nice gap. Clean racetrack ahead of William as he tries to run down our top 2. Last couple of times by, though, Corey Heim and Christian Eckes has been faster than William, even though William has found no clear track.
I appreciate the commitment from the Cup drivers. They didn't have to be here today. It was a free day for the Cup drivers. They get to be at home a couple hours up the road in Charlotte, North Carolina. But William Byron, one of the 4 that decided he wanted to turn some laps here tonight.
These guys are racers. I think they will jump in a truck or a car anytime they can.
Oh, now the 46 is blowing up.
Yeah.
As he makes his way down pit road with an issue.
More than likely will be terminal for Brennan.
Hate to see that. Brennan Poole's one of those guys, just scratches and claws anything he can get, whether it's trucks, Xfinity, or the Cup Series. You saw him race a couple times for Rick Ware Racing, but he's got an issue here in the truck.
Little damage to the front of that truck. You think maybe that closed off the grill opening or messed with the radiator ductwork and overheated that truck possibly?
That's a possibility. You know, any damage at all can mess up your cooling in the front end. Catching some lap traffic. That's Juan Montoya in the 02 truck, getting off the low side of the track.
We wish it was
right back to 2007, right?
Sure does.
Timothy Peters throwback from 2014. Now Tricon Garage.
Wow, so now they're lapping the 12 of Spencer Boyd. They lapped by the Montoya throwback.
Really causing the leaders to fall off of the lap time. That should let William close in.
Corey Heim has led them all so far. Christian Eckes right there behind him. Let's get an update on Corey Heim, Josh.
Yeah, Corey Heim is feeling really great about his truck right now. He said he fired off 3, but in that air right now, he said this truck is really good. So the team telling him, remember, we're only about 20 laps into this race. Make sure you take care of your stuff.
Christian Eckes constantly searching for any opening he can exploit.
Corey Heim continues to lead.
Dawson Cram got lapped.
We're going to step aside and go side by side. You won't miss a thing.
The first time NASCAR came to my town?
I'm going to ignore this. I saw it once. I don't need to see it again. Kligerman trying to make the pass on Ben Rhodes. He's still, or maybe he's continuing to go backwards. I don't know. No, he's trying to make the pass. There's still stuff coming out of his truck. I don't know what the hell it is. Next truck to get lapped would be Brett Holmes. Tire fall off has been about 2 seconds. Brett Holmes got lapped. Johnny Sauter is next. And Eckes took the lead under caution.
Box.
Well, you didn't miss a thing. As you saw, we had a pass for the lead for the first time this evening. Christian Eckes gets around Corey Heim, but it was a close one.
It was. They got caught up with Brett Holmes.
Christian took advantage of it too, didn't he?
Yeah, and you can see the closing rate. These guys have to make predictions of how this is going to play out. And it just hung Corey Heim up a bit right off turn 2. And when you're second, trailing the leader like that, you see that situation, you say, oh yeah, I'm going to pounce.
Yeah, Corey caught him just absolutely the wrong place. Could not have caught him at a worse spot, and that cost him the lead.
Brett Holmes in the 32. His crew chief, Jerry Baxter, want to tip of the cap to him. He had a problem yesterday at the track, a medical issue, but he is at home, resting, watching us, says he feels fine. So, Jerry, we're thinking about you.
Yes, we are, buddy. Jerry worked for me for many years.
Let's get an update on our new leader, Josh.
Yeah, Jamie, you mentioned it before. This has been a tough stretch for Christian Eckes, who's finished 15th or worse in the last 5 races after that hard start to the season. He said there's no panic in this team right now. The good thing is they have that win in the bag, and also they're bringing fast race trucks to the track each and every week, and you're seeing that right now. He has the lead, and his only complaint is just a little bit free, but just a little, guys.
And how about his paint scheme? If you look, I know the camera work is
Dibby right now, the fastest
see the red
truck.
roses? They've got the red roses down to a sign, so it looks great. It's a throwback to Herschel McGriff.
Yeah, Hall of Famer Herschel McGriff. He lived in Oregon. He drove that car from Oregon to Mexico doing the Pan American race.
Eckes is already a second clear of Corey Heim.
7,500, the first time they ever raced here in Darlington.
It's just an honor to get to remember these folks that Phil and I grew up just admiring. Well, you raced against them, didn't you, son?
I did race against Herschel McGriff. You probably did too.
I think I did too out of Riverside.
Yeah.
What a thrill for the families and getting to see these paint schemes, see the younger generation, right? Paying homage and respect to those who came before them.
And what a fast 19 truck he has, too.
Awesome. As you see Ben Rhodes pulling away from Matt Crafton. These trucks are battling just outside the top 15, 16 and 17. See, Matt might be having a little bit better of a run at turn 4 there than Ben did. And just lurking behind them, Timothy Hill.
Timmy Hill having a nice run in the Ted Musgrave throwback from the old Ultra Motorsports days.
That truck just reminds you exactly of Ted Musgrave, doesn't it?
This is a great run for Timmy Hill right here. Running up in front of Zane Smith and right behind Matt Crafton. How about that for Timmy Hill?
See the
all of a sudden I started getting really tired. I wonder if it's about burger
here
rate,
at Darlington in the field.
He's going to get that spot way down on the bottom. There's the
Chase Purdy, he's in 9th.
Chase Purdy, wonder what he said. He's running well.
Losing brake pedal.
Up there, get 42. I don't have a brake pedal. Step on the brake pedal. Do the best you can with what you got.
Did you not understand me? I don't have any brakes.
He went a little octave higher when he told him the second time he didn't have any brake pedal.
Go past him anyway.
That's not how, when you're standing on the roof telling the driver to do something.
That's not how this works. But he's doing a nice job inside the top 10. A lot of speed from Chase lately.
Yeah, qualified 10th.
Have that great runner-up finish at Texas.
What about Matty D?
Yeah, Matty D's on the gas. Gets around Enfinger into the 4th spot.
I thought this would be a really good racetrack for Matt DiBenedetto, that Rackley truck. A lot of experience here in the Cup Series. Matt, such a good race car driver, really showing what they're capable of right now.
Matt DiBenedetto, a lot of experience here in Cup, 10 starts, but you know, just like every track, he only has a couple at each track we go to in a truck. Amanda, what do you have?
Well, we have the throwbacks on the trucks tonight, but we also have Goodyear participating in the throwback weekend. You guys have looked at those tires. I'm going to give you a better look at it. You'll see this wing hook design. This was designed in 1898, 125.
I saw that. Yeah, the 5 lug nut tires have old-timey Goodyear
as well as Cup
logos.
this weekend.
Cool.
And just throw in another bonus for the weekend. The Wingfoot Tube Leap is providing us aerials all weekend long. It is a crew based out of Florida, and it is named the Wingfoot Tube.
So neat to see that. And that font has never run in NASCAR, but that was their first font from 125 years ago. So happy birthday to Goodyear.
Chris Wright.
And NASCAR celebrating their 75th.
And you know what was beautiful about those tires? They're all brand new.
Yes.
Every one of those tires sitting there was brand spanking new.
And every one of these drivers wants to have a set of those right now.
Good move by Carson Hocevar to grab that spot from Stuart Friesen. That moves Carson up to the 6th spot. Carson doing double duty here. We're going to run the Xfinity race as well tomorrow for Spire Motorsports.
Carson Hocevar up 12 spots, doing a nice job. He has his mom riding on the door. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers this weekend, but he's got Amy Hocevar riding along with them.
And that's a beautiful Dale Jarrett throwback paint scheme.
I hate that car
That
a
UPS
lot.
car that Dale
I don't
was
like
so
the numbering, the
successful
coloring of the
with.
number.
One of
It's
the
very
for Worldwide Express,
in your
so
face
it's really a nice
and hard to
synergy
tell see the
there.
edges.
Did you see how far off the road he was to make that pass coming into turn 1? Beautiful truck.
Mm-hmm.
These throwbacks are so much fun.
About 2.5 seconds now, Jamie. We're off what the fastest lap some of these trucks ran.
Bubba's cracking the top 10, getting
past Jake Garcia.
Inside of Jake
And he
Garcia.
does.
Jake's going to try to battle back.
We talked about how the experience of these drivers will show up, and especially I think the farther
Ryan
we get
Vargas
into
and
the
Haley
run, that's
Deegan
when
go
it's
a
really
lap
gonna
down.
show up. Bubba's doing that right now, trying to break into the top 10, and has it.
That number 1 truck just looks so good. Paint scheme, it just pops.
Another one of the Red Horse throwbacks from Tri-Con Garage.
That's a tribute to Buckshot Jones on the 35.
Yeah, Jake Garcia.
Jake.
With the same sponsor, Crown Fiber, on that truck.
How neat is that? Jake Garcia having another good night.
Look at Bubba wrapping that bottom. Had that truck way down low off turn 4, making it work, pulling away from the 35.
So Christian Eckes continues to lead. Corey Heim behind him. William Byron and Matt DiBenedetto. Brent Enfinger
Distant
slipped
3rd and
back to
4th.
5th.
Matt DiBenedetto had the fastest lap on the racetrack that last lap.
Corey Heim's another one of those doing double duty. He'll run the Xfinity Series race tomorrow, so we're just starting to get into the hot races. So good test this weekend for these drivers. And by the way, Ross Chastain running the triple, running all 3 days this weekend.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did you do it, Mikey?
I've done it before, yes.
Is that Majeski passing Ben Rhodes with no power steering?
Maybe it's intermittent.
Could be. It's possible.
Yeah, they come and go.
Thor Sports sucking today.
How about Matty
all their
D?
drivers outside the top 15.
Yeah, chasing down William Byron in that 51 truck.
3 more laps. Goodbye 4.
Heard him there. 3 more laps to the end of stage 1.
What about a clean and green stage 1? This is awesome.
It shows you the talent in this series. We talk about 11 drivers had never been here before. Obviously, some of those drivers have been here in other series, but they've never raced a truck here. As you mentioned, almost. We don't want to put the kiss of death on it, but just a few laps from the end of this stage.
So the sun just officially set. How does this track change to make that transition from the start of the race to say, 30, 45 minutes from now when it starts?
I think it probably would be maybe a little bit more grip, but there's so little grip out here that I don't know how much it's going to change.
Beautiful sunset there.
There's great racing all over this racetrack, and we've covered all of it, passes and battles. Looks like Willie B is going to have a little bit company of Matty D.
Maybe he can hold them off here with 2 to go on this stage.
That was
like
fun.
what you did there.
That was fun to say.
Good battle right here. Daniel Dye was leading that battle. This is right in front of our leader, Christian Eckes. All these drivers are desperately need to stay in front of that 19 truck.
These laps are going a little slower than I would have thought.
Comes out here shortly.
Christian Eck is trying to work his way around, get around this lap traffic.
Oh,
Ben Rhodes.
dancing off turn there. Turn 2 was Ben Rhodes.
I thought Christian might just.
There he is.
Good move there. Good move.
I think he needed to back her down, didn't you?
Absolutely. Looks like he is going to make a pass.
Christian Eckes wins the stage.
Christian Eckes wins stage 1.
And Corey Heim wins his second. Matty T third.
Byron
4th. Enfinger 5th. Hocevar 6th. 7th is.
And that was Ben Rhodes that went a lap
Stuart
down.
Friesen 8th. Carson Hocevar
He went a lap
7th.
Former winner here
Stuart
at this
Friesen.
racetrack.
Nick Sanchez 9th. Chase Purdy 10th. And Ben Rhodes goes a lap down at the end of the last stage. At the end of the first stage after problems. I don't know why. Oh, sleep. Trying to keep it together. This isn't so freaking hot out. That or I wish I had my freaking fan. That would have been helpful. Man, anyway, first stage down. Now you wait and wait and wait and wait. This is when you go to take like your nap, and then you wake up like 3 minutes. Damn it, man. I hate like. Good thing about this one, like when I'm like going like this, is that eventually after like a really long one, I snap back into it and I'm not tired anymore. But I hate when it happens because it throws off the flow, man. I got up early today, so I'm gonna explain it. But god damn. And no caution for incident, which is interesting. Come on, come on. Hurry up, hurry up. Man, I really wish I got some drinks or something. I hate when it's been a while since I've like struggled to stay conscious during a race. That's what video games before, I guess. We're back. Thank God.
NASCAR take on the track too tough to tame. Catch every heart-pounding lap tomorrow, 1 Eastern on Fox. We're excited for that. 3 days of action here from Darlington, so we're having a good time kicking it off. Look at this beautiful sunset. Stage 1 results. Christian Eckes picks up his 3rd stage win of the season. How about Matty D?
Yeah, and Carson Hocevar, nice run through this stage up into the 6th position. And there's Bubba. He made some good passes as well. It looked like his truck was really strong on the longer run.
This is how William lost that 3rd.
Oh man, Wallace, that looks like he ran right into the side of Chris Wright.
Racetracks are really not wide enough for 3 wide. It just slowed Williams' momentum enough that Matt was able to capitalize.
It's not even really wide enough for 2 wide.
Barely 1, actually.
They're making their way down pit road. They're coming to you, Amanda.
Oh, and let's go ahead and go to Grant Ainfinger. He started on the 1st row, and what he talked to his team ahead of the race was, let's be smart, let's be aggressive. It won for us last week, but let's just do us. As we got closer to the end of the stage, he relayed to his team that the truck is getting freer and has requested a round out of that right rear as you see there. And then for Matt DiBenedetto, you'll go back to qualifying. He had those really large eyes after qualifying, said the truck was really loose, wasn't sure how he was going to do his adjustments ahead of this race, but didn't want to change it too much in assessment of the track. Said that the truck was a little free, but it's very close. Josh?
Well, Corey Hyman, the 11, started free, then that truck started to tighten up 10 to 15 laps in. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment to help him because he liked it when it was a little free. As far as your stage 1 winner, Christian Eckes, happy
Who
with
wins
the
the race
truck.
at pit road? We don't know.
Rear security, but no adjustments, just 4 tires and fuel.
No adjustments. That's surprising. A lot of truckers decided they wanted some adjustments, some fresh tires.
Timmy Hill won the race off pit road.
Good stop for Christian Eckes. We're going to step aside, but on the backside, we've been talking about it. Mario Andretti joining us right here in the booth.
Mario to the point.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis keeps flaring,
I'll be right back. I'll be right. You gotta make sure I can stay awake. All right. Flash some water on my face. I'm all ready to go. I'm all ready to go again. Oh my God. I can't wait to hear Mario in the booth though. That's going to be awesome. I wonder what happened. I'm gonna look at what happened to Ben Rhodes though. Hi, Stuart Haas fan 14. You want Bubba to win? Nice. Okay, let's see. Ben Rhodes. Don't really know what happened still. But obviously, Thor Sport is not running at 100% today. All right.
I didn't realize I was going to have one of the best in the business ever sit in the seat listening tonight. Yep, sitting right behind me. Oh, I see him.
Okay. No pressure at all, right? Mario Andretti on the pit box. And Mario, we're so happy to have you joining us. What's it like to come back here and be at Darlington?
Oh, it's awesome. It's fantastic.
This is so
to have
surreal
this
to seeing him.
and watch my truck out there. You know, this brings back some fabulous memories you could imagine, and it's in good hands. I know that Nick, you know, it's his first experience here. He said he hadn't seen the place before, but he was quick in practice. We saw qualifying. I guess he was just feeling his way around, you know, in the first stint. But he's out there. He's fighting, and you know what? I'm very proud of him.
Yeah, Mario,
I'm riding with him because my name is on the other side.
I saw that. That looks great on the door, just like it was in '67. But you've raced and won all over the world. And you ran a handful of NASCAR races, also some USAC stock car races. But is this one place that you wish you would have got an opportunity to race?
Phil, you're darn right. I mean, this is, you know, what makes man out of boys, if you will.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been like that. You know, as much as
Mario's like 85 years old,
but they
he's
never
still rocking it.
messed up with the racetrack, and that's a beautiful thing, because this is a special way to drive here. I mean, it's so, you know, I'm just happy to be here. I haven't been, you know, for a long, long time, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it.
I wasn't quite old enough to remember a lot about the 1967 Daytona 500. Take me back to that day and what it meant for you to climb out of that car and get up on it and drink some champagne.
Ask your brother.
He knows too.
Daryl kept saying, "Oh, you won because, you know, we knew you were going to wreck, you know, so we didn't want to get too close to you." I said, that trick worked.
You had them on their heels, huh?
So yeah, to answer your question,
that's pretty funny.
Awesome, you know, obviously great satisfaction. Can you imagine, you know, just winning at Daytona, you know, being on my second try there with the right team, obviously.
Holman Moody,
you know,
this was the team.
And,
one of the best
you know,
all time.
I had the car, you know, that Darryl drove that chassis after me, you know. And
his first start ever in NASCAR, I think, was with that chassis.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Let's go racing.
There we go.
Green flag back in the air. Christian Eckes, the control truck.
Some 11 trucks stayed out.
Corey Heim with a great restart. Shot out of a cannon, takes the lead.
All right.
Nick Sanchez making hay right there. Making
Trying
his
to
way up into fourth right now, Mario.
Great pit stop.
But he's stuck on the inside, and that'll cost him as other trucks will pass him down the backstretch. William Byron in third. On fourth place, it's Hocevar. Sanchez moves. Continues to get sucked backwards.
Yeah. But you just don't have much room to operate here at Darlington.
Yeah, 2.5 seconds they slowed down Mario from the fast laps at the beginning of the race to the end of that stage.
Yeah, well, you can see that. Yeah, he in particular has some issues. You could tell. I think he was pretty loose actually.
There you see him battling with Matt DiBenedetto, and that's what happens in the Truck Series, Mario. If these guys
Enfinger trying to make it 3 wide to make a pass on Enfinger.
Yeah.
I mean on DiBenedetto.
Short, they're sprint races. You got to get with it.
Yeah, I know. I can see that.
At 25, looks so almost sideways.
Yeah.
Sanchez trying to fight his way through. Here goes for 7th on Friesen.
First time that he saw the track was from the windshield of that truck. So that's a steep learning curve for him, no question. But I tell you, I spoke with a young lad quite a bit this afternoon, and I tell you what, he's doing the right things himself and what he wants to learn and how much he wants to learn about the dynamics.
Dang,
of
that the
cars,
Friesen
to help himself.
That 2 truck looks
with
loose.
The setups and all that sort of thing. So this young man has a bright future, no question about it. Really a pleasure to watch.
Man, oh my God, those trucks are so loose. See them squirming all the way through the turns 1 and 2.
He is loose right now.
3 and 4.
Turn 4, he got sideways there.
3-4.
He's got Matt DiBenedetto, who's got a really fast truck bearing down on him. Here's a battle for second. Willie B to the bottom.
Willie B on Christian Eckes.
Willie B fixed up that truck.
Damn, those 2 and 25 are super loose.
With Nick Sanchez right behind him, and that's a battle for 7th.
Got like don't wreck each other.
Pass was Ben Rhodes.
And also, it looked like Ty Majeski might have
Chase
worked on
Purdy
that tire as well during that caution. So
he got stage points. Right now he's running 25th, which obviously isn't optimal.
He went down 2 laps fixing the problem, but he is still out there.
That's what'll be tough, though. If you go one lap down, then you have a shot to get the free pass. When you go 2 laps down, it's really hard to overcome that.
There you see Nick just holding off.
I can hear Mario talking under his breath, which is kind of funny. Anyway, I think Davey got past Sanchez.
Can you feel you get a little bit loose and there just didn't know anywhere to go? They're going to have company all around.
Of all places, you have no margin here.
Yeah.
You know that.
Darlington said earlier, we coupled trucks in practice, got on the wall. You get a little bit loose and you're already up against the wall. You have no room to catch it. On normal racetracks, it's going to be 50 feet wide in the corner. This racetrack's about 30 feet wide.
I know.
Oh, and then Majeski to the garage. He's done.
Taking it back to the garage, Amanda.
He still hasn't won a race yet.
Replace the steering box. Ty Majeski was reporting that it's bad. Said that there's fluid coming out of that. And Michael, you said that they needed this stage brake. Boy, did they! They came to replace a steering pump that was broken first. But his team said if Ty finishes this race, he will not have to go to the gym this week.
Yeah, I said, you can run 10, 15 laps around here with no power steering. You can't go any past that with any pace at all.
Michael Waltrip, Phil Parsons, Jamie Little with you, and Mario Andretti joining us. And Mario, it's the month of May. This is his very special month. Your grandson, Marco, going for it, trying to get that second Indy 500 win for your family.
Oh, that would be awesome.
So,
I'll be there.
I think Mario won it in 68.
I'll be there tomorrow.
I think.
That's awesome.
69.
Mario, I asked
Anyway,
you a question. This picture, this onboard camera with the driver eyeball camera, it makes me want to get back behind the wheel. Do you feel the same way when you see this?
The itch is there, man.
It never goes away, does it,
Mario? It's not going away.
Look at this. Watch how wild this exit to turn 2 is.
Oh, man.
That
I've
bump.
been pushing the envelope my entire life.
You should see this man get after it in the 2-seater ride. I rode with you.
I think the last time he got for a test was 03, and he wrecked hard.
He'll go.
That's about Mario Andretti. That was an Indy car,
right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Corey Heim continues to lead. Christian Eckes, William Byron, Jake Garcia. More from Darlington. Woo! Rubbin is racing here at the track Too Tough to Tame.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis.
Fun fact, Matt Crafton and Haley Deegan are the only drivers in today's race that have raced against Herschel McGriff. Crafton at a 1998 Featherlight Southwest Tour race at Sonoma, and Haley Deegan at the 2018 K&N Pro Series West race at Tucson. That was McGriff's last start. He was in the 04. And that ain't that wild. Herschel McGriff, I believe he's in the Hall of Fame. Now we wait. It's like maybe not taking tires may have been the smart ploy, at least for stage points. Let's see. I'm wondering, like 11 drivers stayed out. I mean, I don't know if people probably still have to pit for fuel or whatnot, but. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of, like, do people have to, like, what pit stops people have to make?
Darlington. Corey Heim continues to lead Christian Eckes, and the sun is down. It's lights on. It's getting dark. Track is changing, and there are battles throughout this field right now.
I mean, all over the racetrack.
Hocevar and Garcia.
Hocevar's been heating up Jake Garcia lap after lap. He was side of him, but he couldn't quite clear him. And it looks like Jake Garcia thinks it's the last lap. He raced him that hard.
Well, he doesn't want to get wreked by him.
And sometimes
he has a tendency to do that.
You here at Darlington.
He's going to graduate from high school, Mario, next week. The driver, that 35, 18 years old.
Oh, goodness.
Eyes wide open and foot on the floorboard is that kid.
Well, Mario, I mentioned the month of May. Next year, it's going to be pretty exciting for one of our drivers, Kyle Larson. What do you think about him going up there to run the Indy 500?
Oh, gosh, totally awesome, Jamie. I mean, he's one guy, obviously, as versatile as he is. I mean, he's going to enjoy that. I mean, he goes back and forth to single-seaters and then stock cars, so he'll love Indy for sure. And it's wonderful to see that this exchange, you know, and these disciplines. I think, you know, there was some of that going on way back when, you know, more IndyCar drivers coming to doing some NASCAR.
That's true. There were
all that.
people
Which,
like
were quite successful. AJ, I mean, he raced the D-Win.
Foyt, Andretti raced, Jim Clark ran an NASCAR race.
It's healthy to have that and to see that now and
Dan
then.
Gurney.
Of course, only about, I think about 6 years ago when Kurt Busch came over to drove for Michael.
Did a great job, too, didn't he?
Great job.
Sixth in the Indy 500.
Got rookie of the race. I mean, he did incredible.
You know, when you get there with a team that's established, you know you're going to have a good basic setup. So that gives you confidence right out. And you know, Kurt's a good driver, you know, and he just caught on to that quite nicely. And I'll tell you, he drove nice and steady, kept the pace, and had a great finish.
You see here, this is Chase Purdy. He's had some speed lately. He stalled his engine on that.
That's why he's so far back.
All the way back outside the top 25, and so he's going to have a long battle tonight. Just any little mistake in these truck races is really hard to overcome. You know, you can overcome it on the first pit stop, but as you race forward, you've got to be perfect.
Well, you have to agree that track position here is king.
So critical.
You know, exactly I said, I told Nick, I said that if you get the opportunity for a slide job, I said, that usually works here.
Yeah.
That's probably the only way.
I would love
I
to
should
be
note
a young
this,
driver and
although they're
have
not
Mario
showing
Andretti
it, but
tell me
Christian
to
Eckes
use
looks
the
like
old
he's
slide
catching
job
up
for
a bit. Maybe
honor.
there's lap traffic starting to get
Well, he was
involved.
driving for everything it was worth. Nick Sanchez in the two, quite loose though. He gave up some spots. Nick Sanchez is right now.
Eckes is catching up to Corey Heim.
There's a lot of trucks slipping this line. What about Timmy Hill? Phil, we talked about him earlier, up to the 12th position. He's driving that truck just like Ted Musgrave used to.
Without a doubt, Ted was so good at this racetrack, one of his best racetracks. But Timmy is doing an outstanding job here.
Here he goes. Oh, it's a bump to the back.
There's the old.
Yeah.
Corey was slow for some reason in that end of the racetrack.
And I hadn't seen him running quite that low. Maybe he's trying a new line, but it didn't work, whatever it was. Christian didn't really have anywhere to go.
Look at that.
So little contact there as Corey Heim continues to lead Christian Eckes. William Byron is back there, and Carson Hocevar has found his way up into the fourth spot.
Yeah, but he's 6 seconds behind
You took
Byron.
the Cup Stars, and I took the truck regulars so far. I'm looking like I know what I'm talking about.
Got the upper hand here, but I've got Willie coming. I've got Willie B coming here.
He's tracking them, isn't he?
Watch him work this steering wheel here.
Mario, what do you think about these trucks? They're pretty cool looking race vehicles, aren't they? Pretty.
Oh, absolutely.
Pretty
neat. Yeah, no question. I mean, it's a great area to be before you step up to the next level. But here again, especially here, as we're saying, you can see experience really works here. You know, you can see some of the guys that have a little more experience there, obviously. And
is the 11 slow?
He's learning every lap.
Yeah, holding his own, running 8th right now, doing a good
he's
job.
in the top 10, so, you know, it's pretty remarkable, quite honestly.
Michael, this goes back to your point when you just said you're looking pretty good right now because, well, the regulars are outrunning our double dippers, our Cup guys. They're there. William Byron, the best in third.
Yeah.
I think that maybe Corey Heim's starting to hold up Christian Eckes a bit, and you can see what that's doing. Look at William Byron. He pulls in every lap, just closing in on that duo.
Mario, did you enjoy your time in stock cars?
Oh, of course, of course. I mean, especially if you have a competitive car. I mean, you know, that's the joy.
Sanchez and Friesen, the battle for 7th, raging once again. Matt DiBenedetto just behind the two.
To be able to, you know, that my first experience at Daytona was with Smokey Yunick. He was experimenting with me.
The king of cheating.
Someone that didn't know anything about it because he was experimenting with setups. And I was like on a poker stick on the thing. And I said, oh my God, these guys got to be heroes beyond my imagination to drive those things. And then when I got back, and in that Holman Moody car, and the thing, you know, I had a basic good setup to start with.
Yeah.
I said, oh, it is a race car.
Holman Moody, the legendary, one of the first best legendary teams, the best teams of the 60s. The stuff with like Banjo Matthews, you know, who else is good? Oh, Cotton Owens, Petty Enterprises, Wood Brothers, and then there was Holman Moody, who won. They won.
That's the problem.
Maybe a fuel pressure
fuel pump or something like that, because there's no way that they didn't fill it up at the end of that first stage. So there's no way he should be low on fuel.
Side by side, William Byron trying to get that second spot from Christian Eckes.
Well, but Holman Moody, I think they might have won a few more, but they won at least they won the 68, 69 championships with David Pearson.
They might let you have a spot here or there. These truckers, they're not going to give up anything. And you can see Willie B was all the way in there. He's like, come on, man, give me a break. Christian said, this is too good for me right now. I'm not letting you in anywhere.
I'm trying to remember, though.
Continues to lead here at Darlington. We'll step aside, but you won't.
Okay, those are the only ones that they won. Bud Moore was also very big in this time. He won 2 championships with Joe Weatherly. I'm trying to Rex White and won in 1960 with his own team. Ned Jarrett won 2 as an owner-driver. No, not owner-driver. He drove for just random owners. B.G. Holloway and Bondi Long. 66 was Pearson with Cotton Owens, etc., etc. Trying to remember, who are they talking about with fuel pressure? I missed it, probably because that's my fault for talking too much, but okay, William Byron has made the pass under commercial. But he made the pass.
Here at Darlington Raceway.
Oh, Byron's caught up to Corey Heim. Come on.
Checking out. William Byron did get around Christian Eckes for that second spot.
And he's closing in on Corey Heim, trying to make a challenge here. Mario, how does it feel when you're leading a race, you've got somebody heating you up, and there's lap cars ahead? You just say, you got to get out of the way.
It's a rare occurrence in race.
Yeah, and they usually don't do it just the way you like to, you know. They have another agenda.
Yeah.
look at the run the 51 just had on the 11 at Corey Heim. He's sizing him up.
Did you ever say anything in Italian, maybe, when you had a lap car in the way?
to myself, yeah.
Oh, Sanchez getting passed by Enfinger, and here comes Taylor Gray.
The 2 truck. Nick Sanchez.
Yeah, Nick's really loose right now, just like Mario was saying.
Yeah, Tanner Gray squeezed in there too. That's Taylor, sorry. Oh!
What are they doing? Oh, he saved it!
Great save.
I'm sorry.
He's got Mario and Gray on the side of that truck. Did you see that save?
I think I helped him.
Oh, man. Oh, God. Meanwhile, the battle for the stage went here goes Byron to the inside. That's Andrew 1 and 2. No. How did he do that?
Your leader.
I think he was that was a little too aggressive on the 51's part. I think he should have tried again another turn.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Don't bend up that beautiful truck.
Nick Sanchez taking a deep breath right about now and says, "All right, let's come down and get some water, get some fresh tires."
Sanchez has dropped to 14th. Wait, what happened to Matt DiBenedetto? He fell back to 25th.
You can see it coming though, right?
So he's the guy who was having problems. Okay,
really
never
good.
mind.
Yeah, beautiful.
That was really good.
Great save by both of them.
Looked like Gray was a little loose in the corner, and
wow, that was pretty.
some more.
2 to go.
That 2 truck.
Oh, look at that. Look at. I mean, he's loose. He is loose.
He's getting ready to get a caution, though.
All right, last lap of the stage.
Tune him up here. Tighten that truck up some.
Then look out. The last stage here.
And Nick
Time
Sanchez.
to go.
Yep, he slipped back to 16. Final lap here.
To go.
Damn, he just drove away from Corey Heim like it was nothing.
51 and William Byron makes his way around.
Willie B takes the stage win.
William Byron, Corey Heim, Christian Eckes. There it is. William
Corey
Byron,
Heim. What? That was close for second. Corey Heim second. Christian Eckes third. Joseph fourth. Bubba fifth. Garcia sixth. Friesen seventh. Enfinger eighth. Timmy Hill ninth. Taylor Gray 10th.
This guy's happy for a caution flag. That was a heck of a ride those last 10 laps or so, Mario, for that 2 truck.
I'll say.
Saw Nick Sanchez slip back to 16th, but it's so great in Rev Racing. You got that on your shirt and what they've done for that young man.
I told him, I said, my name is on the right door. It says, if you're leading the second stage, I'm going to go in and finish the race. So, now I'm okay. I don't have to do it.
I don't think the both of us, all 3 of us, could drive that truck right now. It looks like it's out of control.
It would need all 3 of us to help turn that steering wheel.
Yes. Tighten that boy up.
He has it. I mean, he did a heck of a job saving that. I mean,
heck of a save.
Yeah.
Glad you were here to see it. Thank you for joining us here in the booth, Mario.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Have a great month of May at Indy.
Certainly an honor to have you here. Pit stops coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Small town farmers.
Well, that was fun to listen to. Well, have Mario. It's rare you get someone like with the the status of Mario Andretti in a booth, like hearing his commentary. It's obviously he's not as seasoned as the others, but it's still pretty cool. Especially when his throwback is on one driver using his throwback. wait. I'll be right back. Haley Deegan gets the free pass. Thank God. Hopefully she can do something better. And we're back. Perfect timing.
As we all do.
That's great. We'll watch that. Here's your stage points earned today so far. Christian Eckes with 18. Corey Heim tied. They have just been neck and neck from this drop of the green flag.
See Jake Garcia with 5. And how about Timmy Hill? Finished 9th in this second stager. What a great run.
Beautiful. Great job for Timmy.
The pits are open. They're coming your way, Amanda.
Well, as the one makes his way here, Bubba Wallace, he's going to gladly take those 4-sticker Goodyear tires, top off with fuel, and feeling that the truck hasn't found the tightness that they had in practice. A little chassis adjustment, Josh.
Well, similar issue for Corey Heim in the 11 at stage 1. He fired off a tick free, then got tight towards the end of that run. As far as the 51 of William Byron, no adjustments needed for him. Just a little bit tight, but otherwise happy with that truck. And then for the 19 of Christian Eckes, he said the balance is okay. He just heated up those tires just a little too much. He said, if anything, just make me a little bit freer, but don't get crazy with the adjustment.
And no mistakes. Gotta be tight on pit road.
Let's watch this battle off of pit road here. Corey Heim's going to win the battle off pit road.
Damn. What happened to the...
Ooh. Looks like Williams going to come off at 3rd.
Lost 2 spots.
Yeah.
What happened?
We saw how long it took him to battle up there and grab the lead after getting in the top 5. Now he's got to get it back.
I think they had a little trouble over here on the left side.
Oh, he stalled it.
Oh, come on.
On the exit.
Only lost 2 spots.
That's your 2 positions right there that he just gave up.
Remember, different transmission in this truck than what they have in the Cup cars.
Let's hear if we can see what happens. Ooh.
Straight, all good. All the way.
And that is his Cup Series pit crew pitting in tonight.
Well, that's something. Double advantage, basically.
Pit stops finished. 2 laps in the books. We got stage 3 coming your way.
Alrighty.
Right here on FS1.
Gordon Ramsay is putting 15 food entrepreneurs to the test.
Make sure that we're hitting that profit margin.
He'll put his own money.
That investment will change my life.
Where his mouth is.
All right. Deegan back on the lead lap. Makes me very happy. Now we got a chance of earning some more points. The longest stage of all, though, 51 laps. We have one pushing down pit road. Okay, that was earlier. Looks like the Spencer Boyd truck might have shit the bed. The fuel pump shit the bed. We're still waiting to get back. We're back.
Are you ready to tackle Darlington? Nerves are at the top right now.
Prepare for a battle.
It's Logjam City.
Be 100% every lap.
These boys all want a seat at the table.
Gotta execute perfectly here.
You gotta focus as much on that racetrack.
So he wants to cash in on it, or is he gonna settle?
Never say never, though.
What a night here at Darlington.
And we welcome you back to the Craftsman Truck Series and the track too tough to tame. But I tell you guys, it's been kind of tame tonight.
No cautions.
There was only one caution-free stage at Darlington in the Truck Series. There's been 2 today.
Yeah, it's amazing too the job these drivers are doing, and we haven't really documented many of the trucks getting the Darlington stripe either. We thought we would have at least half the field, and gosh, I don't know that we have a handful, do we?
We've seen a lot of battling, though. A lot of side-by-side racing, a lot of slipping and sliding, everything we thought we would see, with the exception of the fact that no one's went around and we haven't had a caution yet. So,
a couple of great saves, man.
But we know, we cover these truckers every week. It's just going to get crazier and crazier as we race forward.
Throwback night.
Wendell Scott,
from
the throwback for Raja
Talladega.
Caruth, currently running in the 24th position.
Truck this is.
Wendell said that was the best race car he ever had. He bought it from a friend of mine.
Won at the Jacksonville Fairgrounds.
And he was
which has a, to this day, I think it has, if I remember correctly, it has a predominantly black population, Jacksonville.
And they had a crash on the backstretch, about 20 cars.
This is my favorite paint scheme of the night. That looks like Richard Petty rolling down the back straightaway in a pickup truck. As you can see, throwing back.
I believe this truck won the throwback contest for trucks. It does look very accurate. He's running 22nd.
I got the fan vote tonight.
Love that.
How about 426 cubic inches up under the hood, Phil? Can we get that through inspection?
I'm not sure we can. Wendell had 429 cubic inches.
All right, getting ready. 50 laps to go here at Darlington. Christian Eckes, Corey Heim. It's been all about these two drivers side by side. Reclass.
Here we go.
Nice start by Eckes. But Heim's on that high
He's
side.
On the inside.
Eckes could get loose down there.
Right. It's side by side for the lead. Heim and Eckes to hurdle down.
Byron
on the outside for third as he gets by Stuart Friesen and is clear. He closes in on the 2 leaders.
3 wide.
Eckes through the inside. See if he can clear. Oh, it's going to be close.
He
is clear. Eckes takes the lead.
Eckes, as you see, Stewart still side by side back there, hanging down on the bottom.
Jake Garcia, 18-year-old Jake Garcia, doing an amazing job right now in the 4th spot. That silver truck.
He is doing an amazing job, and we're getting used to seeing that week in and week out. He's going to be contending for wins soon.
4 top 10s for this young man already this year in his first rookie season. He was even too young. He couldn't even run the first race at Daytona, but he did get a waiver. So if he keeps this up,
for Sanchez, we've seen a lot of loose trucks. This might force a 3 wide. This could get ugly.
Oh, he's going to run out of room. Man, I don't know how he kept that truck.
He's like leaning on Timmy Hill almost. Oh, we got a wreck. Colby Howard to the inside.
Colby Howard, Chase Purdy.
And one more.
A lot of damage to
Zane Smith. Chase Purdy, Zane Smith, and Colby Howard. Chase Purdy, just a few races ago, was in the running to point his way into the finals, into the playoffs, and now he's had a series of bad races. This is one of them. Wallace Allen gets the free pass, and that 38 is fucked up.
Disappointing night for Zane Smith. Week in,
he's
week
been
out,
terrible all
consistent,
day.
Yeah, best truck
over the last 2 years.
Yes. And Chase Purdy, we saw that. I talked about his pit road issue. He stalled the engine and went all the way to the back, and he was in 25th and was trying to work his way through the field, and this is what happened. That's why a mistake on pit road. You're so lucky if you could overcome it, and he wasn't able to do so.
Let's see. Chase Purdy's already climbed up his truck. He's on pit road now because he crashed right on the inside wall on the front stretch. Can't wait to see what happened here.
I think Colby Howard, if they just get him pushed back and get him going, I think he'll be okay. Hardly any damage to that truck.
Look at our AMR safety team. They do it all.
Remember that straightaway is
Colby Howard was on the lead lap, or maybe he just pushed back that way.
They're really doing a pretty good job. They can get him going in the right direction.
10 to the drivers in, they help push their trucks. Zane Smith makes it to pit road.
I don't think Zane's night's over, Phil, but certainly he wasn't competitive before he got the
He was terrible already. He's not going to run any better now. Let's see what happened
here.
So there's the stack up I was
This was the
thinking
first
about.
wreck that almost
Almost
happened. I don't see
happened.
how he kept it off of there.
Oh, right.
Matt Crafton almost wrecked.
Matt Crafton.
And then, oh, man.
And Chase Purdy, Colby Howard just tried to avoid Zane.
Yeah, it was a stack up behind Sanchez's near miss. Crafton almost wrecked. And the other three that are trying to check out to avoid it ended up being domino affected.
They came off the corner. Zane was trying to get underneath Matt and couldn't quite, just clipped him a little bit. There he is right there. He clips Matt Crafton. Amazing save by Matt.
Look at Raja Karuth just barely escapes that.
Some great camera work watching these trucks slip and slide. And
I can't imagine we won't have a good view.
Colby Howard didn't hit anything, which is a miracle. Oh, except the inside wall, barely. Oh, he didn't hit the inside wall.
have a good view of it.
Probably flat spotted all of his tires, though. Daniel Dykam strikes again.
That's when you just try to get out of there in a hurry. You could hear him plant that gas pedal to the floorboard and keep on digging.
I think Colby Howard only lost one lap there, so good work by the AMR safety team to get him going.
Remember those pristine trucks I talked about earlier? We're starting to see them go away a little bit.
Some blemishes?
Yes, here and there.
They stayed beautiful for the first half of this race. See who's involved in the wreck there. The 24, Raja Karuth, had to come back in to tighten his lugs on the last stop.
See, Matt Crafton was involved, but did not spin. Made a great save once he had contact from Zane.
And like I said, there's Chase Purdy on the hook after a problem on pit road. There was nothing he could do to avoid that crash. It just happened right as
Not sure what happened, but no, this is never mind. Never mind. This is 40 minutes
pit
ago.
stop matters, and Raja now having that issue.
Cleanup continues. See Ben Rhodes on pit road. We'll be back to Darlington. 44 laps to go from the Lady in Black.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvo.
Wait. Also, some interesting news. The 6th car in the Xfinity Series had a problem. So they had to, they didn't have a backup car, so they just took the number 4, the DNQ'd and using it as the backup car.
Certainly be tuning in for that.
We had a guy in the booth here a little while ago that was pretty darn good on dirt too.
And that guy was also pretty excited that our boy Larson is going to the Indy 500 next year.
I am too.
I am too. Everybody is. Can't wait to watch Kyle in an Indy car.
He just got fitted for this seat, and everybody got so excited.
Oh, yeah.
We're like,
I mean, it's
54
cool.
Weeks out until he
I
wins
love
the
when
500.
drivers cross disciplines to race.
I know Kyle Busch has talked about it for a long time too, and tried to get sponsors to rally around and make it happen. Maybe one day. Pretty neat when they cross over, though. Makes you appreciate.
Especially now that Kyle's in the Chevrolet camp. You know, more likely possibly than when he was in the Toyota camp.
The month of May is upon us, and it's going to be a great couple of weeks here in NASCAR, going to North Wilkesboro next week.
Can you believe that?
And then the Coke 600.
Like 3 great weeks of racing all in a row. That's the
so
best
happy we are
fucking
saying
thing.
that. Thank you, Marcus Smith, and all the Speedway Motorsports folks that made it happen.
Looks like it's amazing, everything they've done to it. All right, Christian Eckes.
Here we go, green once more.
Who can hang on? Who prevails at the end? Great restart by the 19 of Christian Eckes.
This is
got way ahead.
If he can close this deal.
Stuart Friesen on the inside.
Such a struggle lately, but he's fast tonight. Look at this battle for second.
How about Stuart Friesen?
I think Stuart took advantage
of
the choose.
A car bounced off the almost wrecked. That was Garcia in the back of Taylor Gray.
Grab that third spot back. I think William has a really good long run trunk. Better than the short run.
Taylor Gray's up to 5th.
They're going into
the kid has got a ton of talent.
Taylor Gray having a really nice night in the 17 with the yellow bumper. And then Jake Garcia. Hello, guys. I'm still here. Top 5 all night long.
And Bubba just keeps getting better and better, too, in that one truck. He's 7th, but he's right on the heels of the top 5.
Yeah, Taylor's coming off back-to-back top 10s in that 17 truck. Really getting his season going.
Bubba Wallace making his 50th career truck start. 6-time winner in the series. I'm sure it feels good for him to come back. He's got a lot of great memories and really made a name for himself in this series.
And he's one of the graduates of Rev Racing, Max Siegel's Rev Racing, that is running Nick Sanchez.
Grant Enfinger hanging in there in the top 10. Let's see that high entry into turn 3. So many varying lines on this tight little racetrack.
You wouldn't think it's wide enough to have that many lines, would you?
Chase Purdy, one of the drivers caught up in that incident. He's with Amanda.
Jamie has been released from the care center, and Chase, we saw you climb out of your truck and slam your hands on the top of it. It's a day that started with that 10-minute penalty hold in practice and ends right here. Describe your frustration.
I don't know. I mean, had to start with that penalty. Qualified okay, 10th, and then we had an okay stage 1, and then I started losing brakes at the end of stage 1, and then we came down pit road, and I lost.
Zane Smith's still running on the lead lap, which is a miracle.
And then
damn.
I didn't have brakes the whole second stage, and tried to let them cool down, but I kept pumping the brake pedal back up, and
nothing.
Then I don't know where we were running, not anywhere good when we wrecked, but just frustrating. I mean, this is the second week in a row. We started off top 10s, top 5, and now we've got 2 trucks coming home on the record in the past 2 weeks. That's not the KBM standard. That doesn't show, we're way better than that. And unfortunate things just keep happening, but we'll go back and keep working for next week.
Thank you, Chase.
A lot going on with Chase Purdy we didn't even know about.
Yeah, for sure. Just I saw him stalled on pit road. That was probably a result of the gear being gone. As Grant
Here's Enfinger on Bubba for 7th.
Man, that's so hard to complete that pass off too, even though Grant was a little bit better. You can see Bubba was able to stretch it out on the front.
With 35 laps to go right now too, so
winding down. It's been a fun night.
It has.
Great racing, Mario Andretti.
These truck races just fly by.
Well, they're short.
Grant Enfinger, I mean, his results and what he's been able to do here.
Caruth and Hocevar, that's for 12th, and there's Crafton in 11th.
Yeah, 12th spot. Carson has the 12th spot. Raja get a nice run from the top of the racetrack. Should have some momentum here.
Tries to work his way to the inside of Carson Hocevar.
Oh, gotta be careful on this entry down there.
Oh, he turned him! Caruth spins right. Carson Hocevar. It's about time this little fucker got a taste of his own medicine.
Alluding to, Phil. Careful down on the bottom. They were racing for the 12th position and just got into the back of Carson.
I don't know if that was intentional or not, but Hocevar spun out so many people. It's good to see him get some karma.
What's coming? And it just felt like it's time for people to start pushing people around.
I said 35 laps to go. That means people are going to have less patience than they did before. It's been, 20 laps since we last pitted. We've had some caution laps, but 10 laps is a lot. I think we're going to see some trucks come down pit road. Maybe all the trucks come down pit road.
Let's look at what happens here. Just
I mean,
trying to hang on the inside of Carson
and slid up.
Wasn't room to make that move. And nice job. He didn't panic when it happened. Was able to get around the outside without wrecking his own truck. But now he's got a mad Carson Hocevar. Oh, guess who came to the party?
Daniel Dye, per the norm. This fucker gets everything on his camera. I don't know how.
Thank you, Daniel, for carrying that on board every week.
Welcome to Rockville. Welcome to Daniel's world.
Great job by
Daniel's world.
Outside.
Man, that's a beautiful truck.
We know he's coming out there. I think
we want to race the truck.
Pit road here.
All right, pits are open. You see our leaders making their way down to you, Amanda.
Oh, and they are absolutely going to take tires on this. And Stuart Friesen, it's still a crew chief by committee for this team. Bob Highbrown is the one that's on the entry list, but it is Stuart calling these shots. Josh?
In terms of the 11 of Corey Heim, he said he's just a tick free to come in and get that final set of tires. In terms of the 19 of Christian Eckes, happy with the bounce. They asked him how it is. He simply said, it's good. They're going to get tires and fuel.
There are times when you say, well, 2 tires work. You don't say that at Darlington.
There's also times we said this is the
Didn't install a truck this time.
Mistake. You see Eckes on the end of pit road. Can he hold serve?
Where's Corey Heim? Did he lose a bunch of positions? Taylor Gray to the lead. Oh, fuck off. Eckes, Garcia, Byron, Friesen, Tanner Gray, Bubba, Chastain, Enfinger, Sanchez.
Another look at the incident that brought out the caution for the 4th time. 32 laps to go here from Darlington. Stay with us.
I'm looking for a partner that I can invest $250,000 in. I'm looking for my next food star.
I want to be national.
I don't really want Taylor Gray to win a race. Right, okay. Let me just check this viewing stats. Oh, darn. All right, 30 laps to go. So 3 views short. Corey Hyman is the leader.
How about Corey Heim staying out, Michael?
Oh, he stayed out.
I'm going to make another bold prediction. This isn't going to be pretty. I mean, he's going to hold up the line. Whoever lines up behind him, he's going to hold that line up, and they're going to scramble and be 3 wide. Another caution.
Colby Howard got back on the lead lap.
Probable.
It's been 23 laps since he was on pit road, and we've had probably
he's going to get swallowed up.
Probably 15,
the 2 main Red Horse
take a toll
throwbacks up front.
Yes, and this 17 truck is.
I mean, Hyman's got nothing to lose. He's already won a race.
Pit crew did a great job, gained him 3 spots. Now he's restarting on the front row.
Look who's on the second row, Jake Garcia, but he's behind Corey Heim.
Oh boy.
It's not what you're looking for.
Michael, you set it up perfectly.
Well,
As all the fans rise to their feet for this.
Here we go again.
30 laps to go.
Beautiful Friday night crowd.
Corey Heim, it's been his night. He's like 66 laps. Restarts.
Here we go. Inside line gets going way better. Here comes Eckes to the outside.
Great move by Eckes to get up.
Byron cuts down to the bottom to get to third.
Watch Corey Heim, that red and white truck.
Eckes just
stone here. Ooh,
slingshots around the outside.
Look at the 51 of William Byron. Hello, guys.
It's time to go.
I'm coming through.
Trying to push that 19 of Eckes by the
and see if he can get past him as well.
He's going to have position and momentum from
and
the
the 51 to second spot. Here comes, is that Tanner Gray's moved up to third, is up to fourth.
Spot on, Michael.
Yeah,
almost wrecks his brother.
Very tense back there, as you see William Byron closing in on Eckes.
Remember, KBM 99 team wins.
Wow, so it's a gaggle of trucks
going back,
running up there. Corey Heim continuing to move backwards. He made a critical miscalculation there.
Josh, what are they saying down there?
Yeah, well, the decision for the 11 there was to do the opposite of what the leader did. So do the opposite of what the 19.
You got it. No, that was stupid.
They decided to stay out. They told Corey just to hang on. There's another caution. They got to come in and get those tires, guys.
If you're not it.
Yeah, I think everybody else has another set of tires laying as well. They had 5 sets for the race. So everybody should have had 2 sets of tires left at the end of that stage. They all came in, almost everybody came in, put one of those sets of tires on. Corey and
Tanner Gray fighting with Jake Garcia for the 4th spot. Here comes Stuart Friese. Oh, a bump to the back of the 35.
All the way back in the 21st spot.
Yeah, I said we wouldn't stay in the top 20. Corey Heim might get lapped if we run long enough.
Then you're really screwed.
Christian Eckes, William Byron, Taylor Gray, and Tanner Gray. A battle of the brothers. We've seen this before.
Both in the top 5. That is incredible. So happy for those young men getting to chase their dreams and run up in the top 5 at Darlington.
Tricon Garage teammates. Tanner Gray, the older brother, 24 years old. He's in the 15. Taylor Gray, the younger brother, just turned 18. He's in the 17.
Taylor never been here before. Tanner at least has a couple of races under his belt here at this racetrack, but both of them doing an outstanding job.
Do you think Tanner's looking up there proud of his little brother, or you think he's looking up there saying, well, darn it, I want to go get that guy?
I would say, darn it, I want to go get that
B,
guy.
right?
Yeah. There's Raja going to try to make the move around the 52 of
Stuart Friesen. Just don't run through another guy, please.
Raja's in the 7th position.
Guess who just entered the top 10 for the first time this evening?
Chastain.
Ross Chastain.
Yep.
41.
Man, we haven't said anything
Hi,
about
Ross.
him all night long in that beautiful Lee Petty throwback number 41. And look who's got their truck tightened up and coming toward the front.
Nick Sanchez.
Nick Sanchez in the 2. We talked about him with Mario.
I wouldn't mind if he got wrecked.
Heck of a save. He was so loose. Tightened him up. Now he's trying to make his way back up as this is the battle for the 10th spot.
Good recovery. That truck looked undrivable earlier. Hanging in there.
I just looked at the last lap. Corey Heim was about a second and a half off.
Damn.
Our leader, Christian Eckes, on that last lap.
There's that throwback.
Dibby is fell back like several spots.
We got Daniel Dye in the 43.
Just now from 20th to 25th.
They won the best paint scheme.
No, that was Daniel Dye.
It's kind of weird that we haven't talked about Ross this deep into the race, isn't it? Finally cracking the top 10.
Osavar trying to make the move around the 7, of course.
There's the Wallace out. Wallace Allen's number 45. Like we're going to all the Petty throwbacks.
There's that beautiful 45 Adam Petty paint scheme.
Who knows what might have been.
Throwbacks make you smile, and some of them make you cry.
This one.
Adam was a special young man, and we lost him way too early. But I think it's so cool that we honor him and have these paint schemes and get to think about Adam.
Paint scheme was beautiful.
Oh, Garcia have a problem? Garcia's slowing. Today, or that, or maybe he just got into a turn way too fast. No, he's falling behind. Garcia might have a problem.
Falling off pace just a little bit.
Okay, no.
Garcia.
He must have had a moment there.
Yeah, okay, he's back up to speed with against the 1, but he lost a ton of positions. Or he lost a couple positions.
The line. We've reached our
20 to go.
20 laps to go.
Oh, trouble.
Ah, come on! There goes Wallace Allen. Caution clock strikes again.
Beautiful paint scheme,
damn it, man. The sad thing is, that kind of sums up Adam Petty's career in the Busch Series. I think he peaked at 20th in points and had quite a few wrecks.
I think everybody comes down.
Oh, man.
Wallace had made his way into the 21st position.
Why that one? That sucks.
And that's with only 10 laps on their tires. I think they all have to come down pit road.
You bought the tires. You can't give them back and get a refund. You may as well use them.
You don't want to take them home with you for sure.
That's that hard racing down on the bottom of the racetrack. How difficult that is to do.
Haley. Okay.
Battling with Haley.
Battling with Haley.
Side by side.
He lost it.
Is it going to make contact with the inside safety barrier?
Brett Holmes at 32 will be the free pass.
Oh, yeah,
so
he lost it.
I think they all come. I'm with Phil on this.
Yeah. And if they all come, you know, the only shot Corey Heim has is to get another caution with 10 laps to go and put tires on.
See if we can. You talked about our buddy Jake Garcia having an issue. See what happened.
Oh man! How did he not? Wilson Friesen almost tapped the wall.
The gas, kept those back tires churning and pulled it away from that outside wall.
And all those vultures are going to take advantage of them slowing down too, aren't they?
They're coming your way once again, Amanda.
And that is exactly what Stuart Friesen said. We have to do this, but he did say that the lady in black is evil at the top of turn 3. So some pretty heavy descriptions from Stuart. Josh?
Well, the 51 of William Byron feels really good about that truck. He said, I think I can beat him on the restart heads up. They're going to get that final set of tires in terms of the 19 of Christian Eckes. Feels really good about that truck right now. Just needs a really good pit stop to try and break this slump, guys.
All right, let's see what William Byron's pit crew can do if he can get out of his pit box without stalling. 4 tires all around. You see the 51 of William Byron making his way down. Christian Eckes released.
Christian Eckes.
Oh, man.
Pit road. William Byron.
Tanner Gray, Taylor Gray, Garcia 6th.
I think Christian maybe takes that bottom lane, Phil. He's been so strong down there.
Okay, Eckes, Byron, Teneray, Taylor, Garcia, Friesen, Sanchez, Caruth, Rhodes, and Finger.
Corey Heim is now he's on even ground with these guys, but the problem is he doesn't have track position. He's going to need another caution in about 7 or 8 laps, as is going to be his only chance to put that other set of tires on.
Look at this aerial footage right here. What a save for Jake Garcia. 18 laps to go from Darlington.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer. Death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occur. People 50 and older with at least one...
And now we wait again. And there we hit 50 views. I finally hit a view goal for the first time in a while. Feels nice, even though I had to set it lower. I'll use 50-50 and one for Xfinity Truck and Cup. Cup is 100 until I can like make sure that I'm getting my views back. It's not. You gotta understand your your limitations. We wait and wait.
Speedway. How hard could this be?
Tell me a stadium, a sports venue anywhere in the United States that got resurrected.
I never thought about them ever using Wilkesboro for a racetrack anymore. Marcus would come by and he'd say, "Hey man, just so you know, I haven't forgotten about Wilkesboro." What does that mean, Marcus?
I felt bad that there was so much disappointment. We're in the entertainment business. We like to make people happy.
NASCAR's run a full circle. They're coming back home.
Yeah, we're going to have an all-star race there, but this is way beyond the all-star race.
I mean, the return of North Wilkesboro is going to be so good. It's so like, yeah. What if you like any of the turn thing about lost to think about a lost stadium? Like they brought back the Field of Dreams. They did a game. That was never a stadium. Think about baseball.
On Saturday and then on Big Fox. Race day at 1 p.m. in the Truck Series.
Candlestick Park in San Francisco, gone.
Late model race last year.
Or else. Forbes Field, the original Yankee Stadium.
It wasn't a late model race. It was an event.
Ebbets Field.
As I mentioned,
they're gone. And yet North Wilkesboro is gone, and they brought it back.
Can't wait to be a part of it. Here's what?
Oh no! Oh no! I didn't want this to happen.
Because they didn't want to restart behind Haley on those old tires. This is going to be an event as well.
Great. She's starting on the front row on the outside. Oh, God.
Haley Deegan, as you mentioned, stayed out leading the first laps of her Truck Series career right now.
Thankfully, she got them eventually, but she's been slow all day. There's no way this can work out well at all. Oh. No, look, they're just like steamrolling past her.
Turn 1. Christian Eckes, William Byron. It's a hornet's nest behind him.
I don't believe I've ever heard 4 wide at Darlington and it not be a caution followed by that statement.
Almost a wreck.
Straight away. They're trying to wreck.
Almost, man.
Taylor Gray trying to get by Haley.
Raja Carruth. Oh!
Outside, puts Haley in the middle.
He does it. Raja Carruth trying to get another one right here.
Man, he slingshotted up to 4th.
He doesn't.
That was a move around the top side of 3 and 4. What a great job by Raja to get that spot.
Okay, Grant coming. He's going to be hung in behind Haley.
Great.
Raja now up to the 4th
They go just to not lose his, not lose. Oh!
Look at Grant's going to try to push Haley by. Watch.
Interesting. They're not teammates, or they've never had the same manufacturer.
To the inside of Jake Garcia.
Oh my God!
What a great move that was by Grant Infinger to shove her down into the corner and then get to the inside.
Oh, what a!
Friesen trying to make it 3 wide. Jake Garcia in the middle.
He makes it work, Bill. There's some great
Like
driving.
she's fine down the straightaways. The turns are disastrous.
Haley Deegan.
Man! Oh my God! How have they not wrecked?
Look at that mess behind her.
Contact between Ankrum.
You better hope there's other cautions so you can pit for tires.
And Nick Sanchez.
Oh, what a stupid move this was.
Aerial footage was awesome. So much going
Oh
on
my God!
this racetrack.
I can't.
Corey LaJoie putting his nose up in there. First time we've seen him in a tight spot tonight. Bubba Wallace racing with him.
See that 20th, Caden Honeycutt, his first start for Tyler Young, doing a nice job. He's going to try to make his way around Haley as well.
Oh my God!
Running up in the top 20.
Corey LaJoie in the Truck Series for just the 4th time in his career, driving for Spire.
That was some of the most incredible driving I've seen in the Truck Series. For 3 or 4 laps, those guys dealing with the slower trucks. Amazing. 4 wide at Darlington.
Too exciting. I can't sit down, neither can the fans. I'm looking all around in these stands and they are on their feet.
Remember the gamble by Corey Heim right now running in the 19th position.
Hasn't been able to make up a whole lot of ground.
There's Honeycutt racing with Carson Hocevar. We know how good Carson is here. Great job.
Okay, I'll come down to 10 to
Some of the
go.
moves we saw on that restart.
10 to go now.
Incredible.
Eckes and Byer in the top 2.
10 laps to go.
Carruth to second, the 3rd.
Darlington Raceway.
He's the fastest truck.
Watch what Raja did. Riding down the back straightaway.
Threading the needle.
This is incredible.
Boy, how slow is she?
I think there's room up there.
Oh my God.
Haley getting in the black truck. She said, okay, I'm going to go around the outside.
Good thing is she isn't slower than the trucks behind her now, but she lost all that in 6 laps.
Tanner Gray
up to the 3rd position.
Raja Carruth having the best truck drive
Someone
of
blowing
his
up?
Career. Tyler Ankrum.
Or he
with
hit
an
the
issue.
wall.
a tire rub or something else.
Well, he had that contact we showed.
That's a shame. He's had a solid night.
Yeah, the letters are gone from that left rear tire.
Been a rough go for Tyler lately, too.
See, no lettering on that left rear tire.
Yeah, he must have got hit on the right side, on the left side.
Behind that tire as well. There's
Tire.
that smoke.
Yep.
As that thing loads up, coming up off the corner.
Last couple.
Corey LaJoie all over him.
Sanchez.
Maybe this is what precipitated the smoke.
See, no tire mark there yet, Michael.
And then a span right there. Wow, look how out of shape he got.
Really a nice save by Ankrum.
Nick has rebounded to run up into the 11th spot. Tyler's dropped to 13th. It's cleared itself some, obviously.
Still smoking. Meanwhile,
Enfinger and Taylor Gray.
And Enfinger into the top 5, splitting up the 2 Grays.
We got Byron and Eckes battling hard right now. Looks like just based on the margin.
First time here.
And this is the battle for the lead. William Byron, you guys talked about it in the beginning of the show, how much patience you have to have. William Byron has certainly showed that tonight.
He's got the speed down the front straightaway.
Laps, Jamie, a 1/10 of a second better for William Byron in that 51 truck. And this would be a statement by Christian Eckes if he could hold off.
One of the best.
This talented cup driver in William Byron.
You're good?
This is the most laps Christian Eckes.
Oh, LaJoie saves it!
And another save.
Somehow it keeps it straight. I thought we were going to see that caution.
Oh, man.
Do our leaders want a caution, or they want to just say, let's settle this?
No, let's just settle it.
I don't think the leaders do. I think Corey Heim does, but I don't think the leaders do.
No,
please. You've got to drive so
Here comes the 51 to the inside. Oh!
Lead right here.
Oh!
Can bet one thing. Williams is going to be respectful of the night.
You don't want to wreck a driver who's lower than you on the totem pole.
He wants to put that 51 truck in victory.
You ever want to wreck anyone?
You know, it's a special one. They win this one.
4 to go.
100, and it comes along with a trophy from Darlington.
A little quick. Goodbye, 8.
William Byron ran in the Truck Series years ago for KBM, but he's never raced here at Darlington, trying to get win number 100.
See, the lap truck plays a factor.
That was Tad Boyd, his spotter, saying that Raja.
That was Zane Smith.
He is. Look at the gap he's closed in.
Damn, the 24 is hauling.
The 2 leaders last time, and look at the unique line. We talk about that.
Imagine if he, like, I mean, he's running hard. He gained half a second the last lap. He is there. 3 to go. We got 3 drivers battling it out.
At Darlington, can he hold off William Byron and a hard-charging Raja Karuk, who is having the drive of his career?
Raja's going to get there. Raja.
Damn, he is flying.
Same line down here in 3 and 4.
24 trying to. Well, no, he's not this smart. I think the fight for second might help the 19 get away.
He runs that same exact line.
And look what that does for Christian Eckes.
Yeah.
He's gapping him.
24 flying down the front stretch. I think he's going to try to make the move to the inside. Nope, he can't. 2 laps to go.
And he's only going to have to apologize to one guy. That's not bad for Darlington. Well, so far, he's got to make it 2 more laps.
Oh, come on! Timmy Hill spins out.
Timmy Hill was having such a good night. We had 2 to go. That means NASCAR overtime we go.
NASCAR overtime.
And I think the only truck that will come to pit road is Corey Heim.
And no, I think the 13 will come as well.
Left as well. The 9, remember the 9 didn't, he stayed up, but remember he spun earlier, so he might have put a set of tires on after that spin when nobody else did.
The only problem with that, Phil, is there's just 2 laps to go, and there's 23 trucks on the lead lap.
Yeah, I don't think for Corey Heim, what's the difference between finishing 17th and taking a gamble and maybe trying to steal some spots? What a tough break for Timmy. You'll see the left rear tire now is coming apart.
Yeah.
We'll do a number on that quarter panel.
We're going to have to check with our resident racetrack cameraman.
Damn, that's a decent piece of debris.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. See the inner crush panel, the aluminum crush panel that came out of that truck when that tire came apart and ripped it out.
Christian Eck is thinking, oh my goodness, I have to do it again.
He had this race won. I mean, he had put a big enough gap on those guys. If he could have just made 1 more lap, half a lap, he was going to get the checker flag, but it's not to be.
Christian Eckes has led 70 laps tonight, and look at this.
Christian Eckes wins, it'd be a statement. Roger Cruz wins, it would also be a statement, and his first win. Well, Byron wins, it's the 100th win for Kyle Busch Motorsports.
When will race number 100, race win number 100 come? Could be tonight. William Byron has the chance.
Corey Heim comes to pit, I assume the 13 also pits.
Let's take it.
Yeah, he's going to reach 23rd, though.
This might be exact.
I don't see this working out well, other than possibly
I've always said when people say what's fun about racing, what's fun about racing is having new tires at Darlington, and nobody else does.
Yeah,
can't have any more fun than that. But I'm just not sure he has enough time.
No, but we could look at multiple overtimes here at Darlington.
Yeah, 2 or 3 overtimes, and Corey Heim may have something to say.
I don't really think they owe us a couple of cautions. We went caution free for a long time, so it might be coming.
We had 10 cautions last year.
Just a couple things to note. We've watched Christian Eckes restart on the bottom with a lot of energy, a lot of good drive on the initial get-go. If he can do that again and clear in that beautiful Herschel McGriff truck, that'll be important for him to get this victory. I think he's going to have Raja probably right on his heels, and Willie Beat will go to the outside. If
I think so. I think you got to take the opposite of what the leader does for sure.
Raja Karuth, it's been a A crazy week for him. Let's look back a week ago in Kansas and what happened to him.
They had a really good trucker racing with Ty Majeski. A little bit of a block gone bad. Ends both of their days. Then they had a conversation after the race, and I think a very same conversation tonight. He gets into Carson Hocevar, getting in turn number 1. Michael called it, said he didn't like the looks of what was going to happen, and now he's overcome all of that and running 3rd.
And the fastest darn truck on the track in the last 5 laps.
Let's get an update on Raja Karuth, Amanda.
Well, Raja has been spinning this stage, telling his team that he was timing out his runs in order to be in position to pass, and just simply said the truck feels great.
It looks great too, Amanda. It really does.
Certainly does.
Wendell Scott, imagine that would be that throwback winning. That would be awesome. I wonder if he'll get booed.
Decide which one to go with. We know.
No. I hope he doesn't get booed.
And I think William Byron will be side by side for this restart. They're trying to determine now which truck they want to go with.
Christian Eckes, William Byron will restart after this break. Stay with us. We'll wrap it up and see who gets to victory lane.
Chevy Silverado factory lifted trucks. Where will they take you? With the capability of a 2-inch lift, the versatility of the available multi-flex tailgate, and the connection of a 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Chevy Silverado, taking adventure to a whole new level.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after a TNF blocker like Humira or Enbrel, Rinvoq is different and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can dramatically relieve RA and PSA symptoms, including fatigue for some. It can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Done settling?
Ask your rheumatologist for Rinvoq.
And take back what's yours.
Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
With Armor All stain repelling technology, it's easy to everyday proof your car. No matter how tough the job is. Armor All technology. Less work, more clean.
And we're back.
And welcome back to Darlington, South Carolina. As you see, we are getting ready for our first NASCAR overtime. There are the rules. 2-lap shootout. The leader takes the white flag. The next flag will end the race. If
All right.
he doesn't take the white flag and the
There's
caution comes
going.
out, we will redo it again for NASCAR overtime. For
Tanner Grayson.
I don't know if my heart will take it.
When me and my family watch racing together, when I'm not calling it, NASCAR overtime is our favorite part.
Green.
Can they get back to that white flag?
Okay, now I really dislike one.
I think it's
Mikey.
50-50.
I do too, Phil.
Yeah.
And we got to keep
All
it
right, here we go.
Where there's a couple trucks with new tires.
Yeah.
We got it all covered for you right here.
Christian Eckes chooses the bottom one.
Here we go. Oh, what is he doing?
Raja Karuth on the top, second lane. Let's see what he can do.
What a push.
Push from Tanner Gray to Christian Eckes. Oh, come on!
Down on the bottom.
Tanner Gray slid up and it cost the upper lane. Here comes Stuart Friesen to second place.
Tanner Gray slips back to
Byron gets up to fourth. But what happened? Oh, come on. Take Garcia. No!
Garcia around.
Come on.
Most of this evening. Brings out the caution for the 7th time.
Huge break for Corey Heim.
We said keep our eye on Corey Heim back in the pack. He's made his way all the way up to 13th.
So we're going to have a couple overtimes for him to get a shot. Corey Heim is 8th. He comes across the line in 8th.
Tough ending to the night there for, was that Taylor?
William was just a little bit off on that restart, wasn't he?
He fell way back. There goes Jake Garcia.
What a tough break. Jake ran so well all night long.
He's going to get a finish out of this deal, but it's not what he deserved.
Yeah, he deserved
Look
better.
at Bill McAnally, our buddy.
He's saying, darn it.
Yeah, he's conflicted. Obviously owns that 19 truck of Jake Garcia, but he also owns
What happened? Oh.
of Christian Eckes.
They got really wadded up over on the back straightaway. You can see Jake just pushes up, gets loose.
Yeah, runs into Raja, tries to avoid Raja, and then gets a little bit of a push from behind, but it looked like Ben Rhodes possibly.
Wow, look at what Corey Heim did. That big move in the yellow, or the Toyota there, the red truck. Was able to dive underneath everything I said. All those trucks. Let's see if our buddy Daniel Dye's on. Yes, he's on the job.
Of course it was. Of course he's there. He's always there. Corey Heim gained like over 10 spots.
And clean once again gives us the great shots.
Well, you can't tear up Richard Pettio's truck.
That's just like, you couldn't tear up Mario Andretti's truck.
That's right.
You're Nick Sanchez. You have to take care of it.
He was down there with Corey Heim down on the bottom. Watch that. Look at Nick down there.
Oh, and I don't think Corey makes that move on old tires. He was really in a bind, and he was able just to whip it to the left and make that move to the inside.
Great heads up by those drivers and their spotters. But you mentioned Bill McAnally.
Oh,
Yes,
is that the 15 or the 17?
I don't want the caution come out. And
the Dead on Tools truck.
Garcia was running top 5 all night. Now you see what happened there. Okay, so like we said, it's unlimited. So we're going to go NASCAR over.
Here we go again, I guess.
I'm not sure we can count out Corey Heim.
I'm not.
He's
either
8th.
after that bold restart. He's in the top 10.
Yeah, obviously NASCAR will look back at the scoring loops to determine the exact running order.
I'm really impressed with Stuart Friesen and what's been happening with that race team and getting different crew chiefs. And last week he had a great run, and now once again.
A couple weeks ago we were on what's happening with this team.
Yes.
And then you doubt Stuart Friesen for a second. He'll pull those belts tight and go get them, and he's doing just that tonight. You can see that tire's been rubbed on the left rear, but he's right up there fighting with these guys.
That truck looks awesome, too. Amanda?
Well, as you guys are discussing Corey Heim, Stuart Friesen is on his radio asking exactly that. Where is the 11? You have to go back 5 trucks for the truck that Stuart Friesen is most concerned about.
Yeah, because he knows what new tires do at this racetrack. That's why he's concerned. And they're going to bunch him up for this restart. Obviously, if Corey Heim is going to restart in the 8th spot, then he will have the 8th opportunity to choose. He may even gain a row or 2.
How about this? Talk about parity in the truck series.
7 different winners in
This
an
is amazing. I would have never predicted this. We've watched this stuff week in and week out.
Not just 7 different winners in 8 races. You have 7 different organizations, Michael.
And Stuart Friesen could make that 8th if Stuart Friesen could go to victory lane here.
NASCAR should be very proud of that right there.
Corey Heim's been placed back in the 12th position.
All the winning organizations. This is just a great year.
First-time winners, Cup Series winners. You've got all different ages.
All 3 manufacturers are represented here in victory lane.
And I know every win is special, but for me it was really cool to see Grant Enfinger get back to victory lane. That team had struggled somewhat out of the start of the season, and he rallied and got that big win. And that's a great sign of a track like Kansas to get that win, have that type of speed, because we're going to run a lot of big tracks throughout the summer.
So we've got the Xfinity Series tomorrow, and after a heated race in Kansas, the NASCAR Cup Series is right here in Darlington for Throwback Weekend at the Goodyear 400. See will rise up and conquer the Lady in Black. Pre-race begins at 1:30 Eastern. And the engines will fire at 3 p.m. It's all on FS1 and the Fox Sports app.
We'll have some great throwback paint.
Where did Ben Rhodes come from?
And Sunday.
We will continue with the outfits.
Well, let's not even act because he's in 7th.
Career, I will be wearing a skirt on pit road, and it may have a poodle on it. Ben Rhodes in.
Oh.
Well, I think I'm going to tune in just to see that.
Bobby socks and all
there
the works. This is
That's
so much
why,
because
he was going down pit road.
And it makes you just learn so much of the history. Different stories come up, and like I never heard that before.
Well,
or a pace
like this
scene
race
has a different story
is
about
sponsor,
it.
you gotta buckle up. This is gonna be one fucking bumpy ride.
That's really special.
I tell you, this whole weekend is lining up to be special, and we got it kicked off right here tonight. A great truck race. Mario Andretti in the booth.
You're the one that said that this racetrack owed us some cautions.
Okay, we're even now. Let's just go NASCAR overtime one more time and get this baby wrapped up, because if there's another overtime, I'm definitely going to bet on that 11 truck of Corey Heim.
But we had 2 cautions the first half of this race, and it was for the stage breaks.
There's the 51. We said he fell back on this start, and that's the reason why right there. The 15 squeezed him. And look at Raja losing all those positions too. And right there, I thought they were going to crash, and they did.
Byron lost those couple of positions back in 5th. Now Raja Karuth back in 7th.
Raja was thinking win before that last caution, and now he's just hoping for a top 5, or heck, who knows? He might be still thinking win.
What is Stuart Friesen thinking on the radio?
Obviously, you know what you're taking. Trying to give myself a chance, right? Got it, brother. That's why we race.
I'm taking the top.
Yep.
I'm going to line up on the front row beside Christian Eckes and try to beat him down into turn 1. And you know, if he can hang with him side by side, Phil, down into turn 1, you almost got to flip the advantage to Stuart Friesen.
I think so too.
Around that top.
Absolutely. Going to have a lot of momentum up off of turn 2.
Here we go. Here we go again.
Boy, it's so important for this restart for Christian Eckes to get a jump. Maybe be able to clear Stewart so he can use the
anyway,
entire
double
racetrack
overtime.
down 1 and 2, and not let Stewart stay up there on his outside.
Watch the 11 on this. What can happen on a restart? Look at this bullet coming down at the bottom. 4 wide at Darlington. We said we wouldn't say that without
Red
caution.
and white truck. Look at it go.
He didn't even use the racetrack for half the corner, but he's passing trucks. Just think, he's got those better tires right now. Can he get all the way to the win?
He didn't use the racetrack for the entire corner.
All right, so the big question at the top of the show, Michael. Truck Series regular or a Cup guy?
I'm a regular. I like our truckers.
We got the regulars stacked up there in the front row.
It's been a good battle, though. We had William up there really in a position to win the race.
All right, here we go again. Second attempt at a green-white checkered. Pace truck is off.
Good on these launches.
Eckes to the inside, Friesen to the outside. Let's do this.
To the outside. Side by side they go. NASCAR overtime for the second time. Green flag.
Bad start on the outside line again.
Did not get the start.
Here comes Hine on the inside. Someone tries to block though.
He's in that red truck.
Ah, what the hell is this? 4 wide. How did they not wreck? Oh, Lord.
Nick Sanchez right now back up in the top 5, right behind William Byron.
Can they make it back? That's the question. They are stacked up.
Eckes, Friesen, Tanner Gray.
Stuart Friesen riding the high side, trying to make it stick as they come down.
Here we go now. White flag is out, and finger scrapes the wall. Oh, come on. That caution's out. Race is over.
I'm not sure when the caution came out.
Well, it doesn't matter because
up the wall and slow up coming out of turn 4.
Race is over. Eckes wins. Second career victory. It's finally over.
So that means we're going for. I see the fans waving and saying 3 in the air. We're going for NASCAR overtime for the 3rd time. Darn for.
Oh wait, never mind. Race is not over.
Another solid night for him. Oh, Mario Andretti truck.
Yeah,
oh, Sanchez got problems too.
He must have been involved with Grant because he's being shown now outside the top 10. The last time I looked, I'm telling you,
you gotta be kidding me, man. We just made it to the line. Oh God. God damn it!
He took the white.
This is a bad joke. Oh my God.
Timing thing with a button and a scoring loop.
Is that what they're saying now? Is that what his team is saying now?
Oh wait, is it over?
The team is celebrating.
Oh, yellow checkered.
Yeah, I thought that's.
Okay, yellow checkered. We're not done.
Saying the leader took the white flag is what we're being told right now.
Okay, Eckes wins. Thank God, it's over.
Christian Eckes.
Oh, that was stupid.
At Darlington.
I think what they're saying is maybe Christian Eckes was the first. I mean, just came out almost simultaneously when he got to the start-finish line.
Well, the first word we got, the race wasn't over, that he didn't take the white. But clearly, from what I saw from the booth, he took the white flag before any caution lights came on.
Yeah, what a truck, guys. What a
anyway, Christian Eckes, second career victory with the Herschel McGriff. Oh, you got the Herschel McGriff throwback.
The motion of winning, especially at Darlington, and the fashion he had to do it in with the overtimes.
I mean, unbelievable truck all night long. Christian Eckes.
Yeah. The second truck may have got the caution, but we're saying Christian Eckes didn't.
There's the white flag. Takes it right there, pulls the caution out. That was the right call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to wait for a second or two to see what NASCAR says. There's a button they push, and it doesn't simultaneously hook to the flagman.
Right. The flagman is human.
Yeah.
They say put it out, they push the button, and then he reaches for the flag and puts it out.
Things happen quick. You slow it up, it looks like, oh yeah, of course the white flag was out. There's Bill McAnally celebrating. Christian Eckes wins here for the second time and becomes the youngest driver to ever win in the Truck Series at Darlington.
So you're saying the flagman's a human?
Yes. He is human. Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Nothing better. Got those Napa Auto Parts colors on his helmet. Beautiful Herschel McGriff throwback truck.
Dominating performance for the 19, and he needed it. We talked about it the last 5 weeks. He's finished 15th and 30th, 15th and 30th. Tonight, he leads 82 laps and gets the win, and our Josh Sims is there.
Yeah, Jamie, you mentioned it. Christian Eckes, you told me earlier you just needed a good run. How about that for a good run? You said you had to win it multiple times out here tonight, too.
Yeah, man, I just can't say enough about this truck. I'm not even that excited because it was such a damn good truck and drove itself, but just so proud of everybody on our BMR team. Man, it's been a really, really rough
Wait, this is his third win. I forgot he won with Thor Sport. Third win of his career.
Just shows the fight in this team. So huge thank you to Gates Hydraulics.
He's definitely locked in now.
Napa Racing. Yeah, I'm ready to go, man.
Christian, break down those restarts because, I mean, you had an absolute rocket out there, but it took some work to get the win.
Yeah, I was just really determined. Yeah, I know. It's just. It's
He's not the first repeat winner of the year. Zane Smith is. I really can't count.
Historically, I've been terrible on green white checkers. So this year I've won 2 of the ones that I've been in, and yeah, just so proud of these guys.
Congratulations, Christian.
Mile at Kansas with your 4th place finish, and you just said that
anyway, we're done for today. I'll be back tomorrow with a video and the reaction to the Xfinity race. I think the Shriners Children 250 or 200. Thank y'all so much for coming out to watch today. We hit the view goal, maybe not the sub goal, but you know what? I'm just happy to watch the races at this point. This is BowserJrXD signing off. Have a